Dear student, welcome back again in our today's session. So, as you can see that today we are going to talk about on the topic use of ICT in research. In previous lecture, we have already discussed about report writing and format of report writing. Now, let's discuss about today's topic. So, first we will understand the use of ICT in research. Before going to start our new topic, let's understand the meaning of ICT in reference of research. So, basically, ICT refers to the technologies used for information processing, communication, and dissemination. In the context of research, if we talk about ICT, so ICT includes hardware, software tools that assist the researchers in data collection, analysis, storage, and sharing. These tools range from basic software application to advanced data analytics platforms like cloud computing services and digital communication channel. Now let's discuss about the ICT tools in research. If we talk about the ICT tools in research, we will discuss about the first data collection and management. Under the data collection and management, we have categorized into two. The first one is online surveys and questionnaire, and the second one is data storage and management system. So let's understand the first online surveys and questionnaire. So tool like a Google Form, survey, and other many tools. Data collection from a large and geographically diverse sample. That means these are tools used to collect data from people through the internet. You can create a questions on the Google form and share the link with others who can then answer them online. This makes it easy to collect data from many people, even if they are far away. So these are very important tool to collect the data. So ICT, the role of ICT is very important in research. Now, let's discuss about the data storage and management system. Cloud-based platforms like Google Drive, Dropbox, and specialized databases facilitate secure and accessible data storage. That means this refers to software or tools that help you to store, organize, and manage the data you collect. So, in simple terms, online surveys help you to collect data, and data storage system help you to keep that data organized and safe. Now, second one is data analysis. Again, data analysis, we have categorized it into two. The first one is statistical software, and the second one is qualitative data analysis. That means tools like SPSS, R, and Python libraries help in complex statistical analysis and data visualization. That means these are the programs that help you analyze and make sense of numerical data. Examples include the SPSS, Excel. With the help of these tools, you can analyze the data very easily. Now, next one is qualitative data analysis. Software like Atlas, etc., assist in analyzing qualitative data from interviews, focus group, and text analysis. That means this refers to the software that assists in analyzing non-numerical data like text, paragraph, atlas, etc. etc. That means help you code, categorize, and theme your data, making it easier to identify patterns and meaning. They also enable you to organize and connect your data, facilitating a deeper understanding of your research finding. In simple terms, we can say that statistical software help you to analyze your data numbers, while qualitative data analysis software help you make sense of words and image and paragraph. Both are very essential for in research. Now, next we are going to discuss about the third one, collaboration and communication. Collaboration and communication we have categorized also into two. The first one is collaboration tool. Second one is project management software. If we talk about collaboration tool, platform like Microsoft Teams, Slack, and Zoom facilitate real-time communication and collaboration among research teams. That means collaboration tools are very essential for researchers to work together effectively, efficiently, and especially when team members are located in different parts of the world. These tools provide a virtual meeting space where researchers can share their ideas, information, and real-time document. Imagine being able to work on a document with your colleague even if you are in different countries. Collaboration tools like a Google Drive, Microsoft Teams, and Slack makes this possible. They also allow for seamless communication through chat or video calls, making it easy to discuss project in detail and make decision quickly. Now, the second one is project management software. There are so many tools are available in a market like Ashna and Basecamp help in managing research project, timelines and tasks efficiently. That means project management software is also another vital tool for researcher, helping them stay organized and focused throughout their projects. These tools such as Ashna, Trello, and Basecamp enable researchers to break down complex projects into a smaller, manageable task. They can set deadlines, assign tasks, and to the team members and track the progress in real time. This ensures that everyone knows what's expected to them and when reducing the risk of delays or misunderstanding. Now, the next one is literature review and reference management. Literature review and reference management also categorize into two. The first one is digital libraries and database. The second one is reference management tool. So let's discuss the first one is digital libraries and databases. Access to a vast range of academic journals and papers through the platforms like PubMed and Google Scholar, ResearchGate, etc. So if we talk about the digital libraries and databases, so if we talk about the reference management tools, there are so many tools are available online like EndNote, Mendeley, and Zotero to organizing and citing references systematically. So these are the tool. This is a very helpful tool to make your research effective, manageable. Now let's discuss about the fifth one is publication and dissemination. If we talk about the publication and dissemination, the first one is digital publishing platforms. Digital publishing platforms like e-journals, online conferences, and open access repositories like ResearchGate enhance the visibility and reach of research output. That means digital publishing platforms is very important, very essential for every researcher to upload their work on that particular platform. Now, the next one is social media and blog. Platforms like Twitter, LinkedIn, and academic blogs provide the platform for researchers to share their findings, their work with a broader audience. Like social media and blogs are powerful tool for researchers to share their ideas, experiences, and findings with a wider audience. Platforms like Twitter, like LinkedIn, Facebook, and personal blogs enables researchers to write about their research in an informal and accessible way. They can share and update their work, summarize, and engaging with others and encouraging discussion and feedback. Social media and blogs help researchers to reach beyond the academic circles, making their research more accessible and publicly. Now, next we are going to discuss about the benefits of ICT in research. So here you can see that there are so many benefits of ICT in research. The first one is cost effectiveness. Second one is visualization and presentation. Third one is data management. Next one is accessibility and collaboration. Now the next one is accuracy. Now the last one is efficiency and speed. Now again I repeat, the first one is cost effectiveness. Second one is visualization and presentation. Third one is data management. Now the next one is accessibility and collaboration. Now the next one is accuracy. And the last one is efficiency and speed. So let's discuss each and every point in detail. So as you can see that the first point is efficiency and speed. That means ICT tools streamline research process, reducing the time and effort required for data collection, analysis, and dissemination. Automation of repetitive tasks allow researchers to focus on more complex aspects of their work. That means ICT tools have greatly increased the efficiency and speed of research. With automated process and advanced software, researcher can collect, analyze, and present data much faster than ever before. This saves times and enables researcher to focus on higher level thinking and insights. For example, data analysis software can quickly process larger data sets, freeing up researcher to interpret results and make conclusions. Now, the second advantage is accuracy. If we talk about the accuracy, advanced data collection and analysis tools enhance the accuracy of research findings. ICT minimizes the human errors and improves the reliability of data. ICT tools have also improved the accuracy of research. Automated process reduce the human error, while advanced software can detect and correct the mistakes. Additionally, digital tools enables researchers to double check and verify data, ensuring that results are reliable and authentic. Now, the next one is accessibility and collaboration. If we talk about the accessibility and collaboration, so ICT facilitate access to a vast array of information, resources, and enables collaboration among researchers globally. Online databases, digital libraries, and collaborative platforms make it very easier to share knowledge, including stories. ICT tools have made research more accessible and collaborative. Digital platforms enables researchers to share data, work to with other person or on projects and communicate with colleagues from anywhere in the world. This breaks down the geographical barriers and foster a global collaboration, leading to a new insight and discover. After accessibility and collaboration, now the next one is data management. ICT provides robust solution for data management, including storage, retrieval, and security. Cloud computing and data management system ensures that research data is securely stored and easily accessible. That means ICT tools have a simplified data management, making it easier to store, organize, and retrieve the data. Digital databases and cloud storage researchers to access data from anywhere, while data management software helps to categorize and analyze the data. So with the help of ICT tool, data can be managed easily and effectively. Now, the next one is visualization and presentation. ICT tools enables researchers to visualize data in a various formats, making it easier to interpret and present findings. Advanced visualization techniques enhance the communication of complex formation. That means ICT tools have one type of advancement data visualization and presentation. Advanced software enables researchers to create an interactive, dynamic, and engaging visualization, making complex data easier to understand. This helps to communicate research finding more effectively to various audience. Now, the last one is cost effectiveness. By reducing the need for physical resources and travel, ICT can lower the overall cost of conducting research. Researcher can send the questionnaire online through Google Form and any other means. Digital tools and platforms provide the cost-effective alternatives to traditional methods. That means ICT tools have made research more cost-effective. Digital tools reduce the need for physical materials, travel and printing, and saving the time, researcher time and money also. Additionally, open source software and online resources provide the affordable alternatives to expensive digital e-journals, etc. So overall, if we talk about the role of ICT in research, so the use of ICT in research has transformed the landscape of academic and scientific inquiry by enhancing efficiency, accuracy, and collaboration. ICT tools have enabled researchers to tackle complex problems and generate new knowledge. Thank you.